This is the DriveFX racing wheel. It's Logitech's first racing wheel for the Xbox 360, and it has a few cool things about it that you might like. First of all, it's built like a tank. This thing, Logitech says that it was created using a gas-assisted injection process. Not sure what that means, but I guess it allows it to be created in one piece. So it's a lot more durable, and it shows. It really feels like once you clamp this thing to the table, it's not going to go anywhere. You're going to have some good control. Another thing that adds to control are these rubber grips right here that keep your hands in place. The only bad thing about these is that after the first few usage, you get some residue on your hands, and it's a little sticky, and it smells a little plasticky, rubbery. But you just wash your hands after that, and the effect wears off after you use it. You sort of break in the wheel. The actual surface of the wheel is similar to, or almost identical to, the standard Xbox 360 controller. It has the D-pad, the 4 buttons here, the start, back button, the guide button, and there are 2 bumper buttons here. The paddle buttons on the back they're back here. They act as the left and right bumper buttons also, and they're great for shifting and changing views and other things like that. Also on the back here we have the port for the Xbox Live headset. The coolest part about the wheel, though, is on the inside. This has axial feedback technology, that's what Logitech calls it, which takes the signals from the Xbox and the signals that would normally go just to the normal controller and make it vibrate, and it translates them into realistic movements and resistance. And you can hear that even with the thing powered down, there's definitely some realistic resistance there. Sort of reminds you of an arcade racing wheel, that sound. And then when you power the thing on, it definitely locks up, and you can really feel the resistance. And it's really cool that's all powered by the electricity. But it does require its own power supply. So, once you get through setting this thing up, it's quite a wired mess. The wheel attaches using the standard USB. Right, you can plug it either into the back or into the front of the console. And the wheel, as I said before, the wheel's pedals plug into the back of the base of the wheel using something that looks like a serial port. The pedals themselves are a little bit less durable. They seem like the base is alright, and it has this nice grip sort of surface right here. But the actual pedals, the plastic seems a little bit cheaper. So be careful if you're using work boots or something to play a racing game. You don't slam your foot down or something and shatter or crack the plastic. But other than that, they're pretty sensitive. They have good sensitivity and pretty responsive. This plugs in to the back of the base back here, and then we have the Xbox Live headset. You can already see that once you get started setting this thing up, it's quite a project. And you'll have a lot of stuff going on, so that's the only bad thing about this. And then finally, the power supply for the entire system. This is a separate power supply. That's the pretty intense setup. Other than that, the only downside to this wheel is it's a little pricey, $100 price tag, and that might be okay for some serious racing buffs, but if you're a more casual Xbox 360 gamer, you may want to consider waiting until either the price comes down on this model or until something cheaper comes around. Logitech should be making the DriveFX available sometime later this month.